Hey Libra, welcome to your second reading for February. I hope this finds you well. It is a personal point of privilege for me to thank you, Libra, especially. It was about a month ago today that I had done the morning musing, and I was pretty stressed out from some disturbing, if you remember, if you're new to the channel, this is going to mean nothing. If you remember, some disturbing comments that had come in overnight on the Virgo reading. And I was not myself in the morning musing, and that energy kind of just stuck with me all day. And then I did your afternoon reading, which was very powerful and very emotional. I'm sure more for you than for me, but I kind of lost it. And I went out to kind of run errands as the videos were uploading, which takes some time. And I was in the wrong place at the wrong time and involved in a very bad 3-car accident. I am very lucky that I consider myself to have walked away, even though, had to go to the ER. But you guys were so amazing. First of all, the reading was a smash hit. It went viral. I don't know if it's because I got emotional or if it's because it was just such a darn good reading for you all. But I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for supporting the morning musings. They are not gone for good. They're going to be moved into a membership option here on the channel. They just didn't take off despite all of your efforts and my efforts. It's just an algorithms thing. It's not something that is anybody's responsibility. It's just the way the platform works. You don't get rewarded for putting up new stuff. That's just how it works. So I am going to shift for those of you who are still interested in that. There will be all kinds of special videos and readings coming up. I will be announcing that in the next week or two, so stay tuned. So thank you. I'm fully recovered. I'm better. I'm navigating the ugly insurance parts of that accident. Crazy. But I will get through it. And so I love you. I appreciate you. And I just wanted to be sure to pay special attention to thanking my Libras. So thank you. All right. I am pulling, this is a general reading for Libra, Sun, and Rising. I am pulling 2 cards from the Enchanted Map, 1 for Divine Masculine, 1 for Divine Feminine. Wow, this is really interesting what I'm seeing here already. I'm so excited. Always remember, you can feel free to flip the energies around. What does that mean? I set my intention that I don't know who the Libra is. I don't know if you're the Libra or if you're here as a cross watcher. I don't know. So I don't know if the Libra is a masculine energy or a feminine energy. I don't know. So I set my intention. This side of the spread will all be masculine energy. This side will be divine feminine. But if it comes out reversed for you, that's fine. Just watch without attachment to labels and see which side of the spread really speaks to your experience of the connection. That's you. The other side is your divine counterpart. And then put whatever labels you want. I think we all get too caught up in the labels. That's my personal opinion, since we all have masculine and feminine energies within, and the whole goal is to balance them. So just wanted to give you a lot of people have been coming in lately saying, I don't know how to understand this reading. So I wanted to explain. So from my perspective, Divine Masculine gets card 36, commitment. Commitment. That's some energy that came out in the morning reading. So even though I didn't record it, I still did it. Feminine gets card 52. Magical Map Shifter. 5 and 2 is 7, guys. That's our special number, our intuitive higher self connected to the divine intuition. Magical Map Shifter. So let's look at card 36 for the masculine. And I say that because some energies around commitment came out in the morning spread. So this feels good. So it says here, upright, partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates a natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. Honest to gosh. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. So really beautiful. I love how her hand is out like she's ready for the ring. It's is actually another hand holding the hand, which is hard to see, but it looks to me like I'm ready. And the feminine gets card 52. This is my favorite card in the deck. Sorry for my little scratchy throat. Allergy season. Here we go. Look at that beautiful card. When the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Hello, Libra. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. A magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. Ta-da! Such powerful. Both of these cards are really powerful. And I absolutely see both their energies. The transformation card came out this morning. The Hierophant came out this morning. So we have spiritual beliefs. We have commitment energies. We have transformation. All of it came out. Very good. The Fool came out. It was a really good little morning reading. So we'll hope to see some of that energy here. So now this is a fun little new deck I got. And all it is some inspirational insight cards from thought leaders and poets and writers and, you know, all the people we like to listen to that give us all those good little quotes and memes. So thank you for those who make donations to the channel. This is how I use it. And lately, the same cards have been coming out. I think 2 different cards came out twice, and I've only used this deck like... This is the 7th time. Okay, what's coming through for our Libras watching? Libra, Sun, and Rising. What little insight, inspirational quote wants to come through for you today? Lovely. Emily Dickinson says, I dwell in possibility. So that's your mantra for the day, Libra. I dwell in possibility. Perfect. So let's see what's going on in your connection. Again, this may not resonate with everyone. It is a general reading for Libra, Sun, and Rising. If your hair is Libra, Sun, and it doesn't really speak to you, then check out the one that aligns with your rising sign or be a cross-watcher. Just remember, when you're cross-watching, it is a reading for that sign. So, you know, there may be bits and pieces that don't speak to you. Okay. Here we go. Coming in, masculine coming in with the 5 of Wands, feminine, boom, Ace of Cups. So I'm feeling the energy here for the feminine is very powerful, very focused on this one true love, this divine gift of a never-ending or a once-in-a-lifetime kind of love. Masculine is dealing with some kind of conflict. There's some measure of disharmony here, a lack of unity, some interference. The 5s are about change, yes, but they're also about instability, and things can get chaotic. And in this case, I'm seeing some measure of conflict. So we will see. It could be coming out. It could. I'll see when I clarify it. We'll get into it more. Wow. In the past, the 8 of Wands. And wow, here is the feminine. So there may be something here interfering in the connection with the feminine. Divine feminine energy is this masculine's present experience of the connection is all around the feminine. Yes. King of Cups, emotional availability, coming from love and sensitivity and compassion and caring. This is a very, it's interesting because the King of Cups struggles to kind of express their feelings. Sometimes they're like a man on an island here, you know, floating in the middle of the ocean on that. It looks to me like a block of ice. Regardless, it suggests that they kind of tend to feel alone with their feelings and emotions. They can hold space for yours, and they're always operating from a position of compassion and consideration and caring, you know, matters of the heart, but they struggle to kind of do the reciprocal exchange. I just like to let people know that, because that can be the conflict right now. That might be. We will clarify. Feminine. In the past, yes, Ten of Swords, an end, a painful end, a cycle ending in a very painful way, but it's over. Whatever it was, it left a mark. And yet it's over. And the present experience of this connection for the feminine is all about, right, this past life soulmate, this once in a lifetime love. I mean, so gorgeous. This is going to be my thumbnail. So that's why I smile for the camera. So there's this beautiful energy for this feminine, and yet there's a struggle going on for the masculine. Beautiful. I mean, look at these two cards. This might be my thumbnail, actually. Because you're both really focused on the divinity of the connection, the sacredness of it at this moment. And then we have the lovely King of Cups. That can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, so I'll just say that. And the feminine, someone is returning for the feminine with bells on. Passionate return, Knight of Wands coming in, very swashbuckler, the kind of person that, you know, just gets the impulse and just charges to your door. Uninvited, unannounced, ding dong, and it's very passionate and very romantic and lots of grand sweeping gestures. Here's the issue with the Knight of Wands. They don't always have staying power because they haven't really thought things through. They don't have a plan like the Knight of Pentacles, but we are dealing with a King of Cups, so that bodes well for that Knight of Wands. That is Sagittarian energy, I will just add. So let's take a look. Yes, I dwell in possibility. Keep that thought in your head. Let's see what this Five of Wands is about. This is another new deck, guys. It's called Magic Seer. It's essentially the same deck as what is the main. I'm getting old, so I trip over my tongue a lot. Bear with me. The Rider-Waite traditional tarot deck. It's the same deck, but in very bright cartoon comic book kind of colors. Whoop. Notice I wasn't even looking at it, popped out. So there's some kind of karmic energy that this masculine is entangled with. It's drawing on the masculine's last nerve is what I feel. It could be a karmic partner that's interfering. The Five of Wands to me, sometimes it's about, you know, arguing, bickering, but I'm not feeling that. I think it's coming from another source. An outside source, as I like to say. There's the regrets of the past. This was in your morning reading. So whatever the conflict is, this masculine, the two fives here, this is a big shift, a big change for this masculine. They are going through it. And really trying to, I feel like they're trying to wrestle their freedom, right? I'm seeing the conflict card, the fighting, and the with another energy, and all their regrets of the past and the mistakes of the past, this backward facing energy, looking at those three cups knocked over. So think third party, but look, the Two of Cups is right there behind him. That's the soulmates card. So being that this is coming out from the top of the deck, it's in conscious awareness. They're dealing with it presently. What's on the bottom, it involves a Queen of Pentacles. That was in the morning musing as well. So the Queen of Pentacles could either be a source of stability for this masculine, like the feminine. It could also be if this masculine, divine masculine, is married. This is the energy of a wife. This is a feminine archetype of life partner. Someone that you commit to and that commits to you here in 3D, the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm just feeling like this, whole situation has popped up before. Your last reading involved the end of a karmic connection and the breaking of the chains before that. So there has been a lot of this energy, and I'm seeing it way more on the masculine side. Feminine, you've kind of checked out of it, right? For your part, that's in the backward mirror, depending on your timeline. We're all on different timelines, so what's happened in the past for some of you could be happening now for others and coming in the future for others still. So the Eight of Wands in the past could be communication, could be travel. Lots of communication, passionate communication, could even be heated conversations about, about the home, about property, what this masculine worked so hard to build all their life. So I'm talking about a married masculine, may not be married anymore, may be dealing with an ex who isn't kind of getting the memo, isn't letting go of the situation and causing a lot of destruction and disturbance. And the communication with this feminine may have been about, look, like there's everything here. This is assets. This is a family home. This is children. This is a life you've built. The masculine has built. And I feel as if there was a lot of furious communication about it. And an awareness that patience is key, right? If things are going to unfold organically, I can't really do anything about it. I'm really sorry, but I'm kind of getting distracted by the sirens in the background. You may not hear them as loudly as they scream in my ear. So if I stop for a second, that's what I'm stopping for. Underneath, absolutely, this is your card, Libra. The Justice card came out this morning as well. So I'm really feeling very confident that I'm looking at a potential divorce or separation situation, or at least some formalized ending that brings in a sense of balance and fairness, and assets are involved. That's what I'm looking at. Or, right, having to, contend with family matters and property or whatever in the past. Right now, however, all eyes on the feminine, all focus on this divine feminine. The beautiful Taurus Libra energy of the Empress. So you get a little double dose here, Libra, in the Justice card and the Empress, ruled by Venus. Okay. So this masculine knows that they have to, the masculine is aware that when it comes to the feminine, they've got to kind of delay their instant gratification. So this makes sense now because there's something still lingering here with this Queen of Pentacles, which I think is someone else. I don't think it's as feminine. I really don't. Unless you are the married couple that is ending a marriage. But here's the divine feminine. I'm reading, if you're here as a feminine, I'm reading for you. The Hanged Man, the Pisces energy of the Hanged Man is about delaying gratification. It feels like a sacrifice. You can't take action right away. It's that 30,000 foot view that asks you to look at the situation from all angles and to wait for enlightenment. So this masculine is really kind of putting the, pumping the brakes on everything going forward with the feminine. One more on that, please. Who is the love of their life? Oh my God, don't make me cry. Yeah, it'll be worth the delayed gratification. It'll be worth it. Whew. Okay. Yes, and look, underneath is the Lover's card. So this masculine with the Gemini card of the Lovers underneath, it's like not really that this masculine isn't consciously aware of this connection and this divinity of it, but they know on some level they're going to need to make a choice. Like pretty soon. They got to go all in, or they got to so I'm feeling there's a sense of a little bit of pressure, but that Hanged Man is necessary. So the Lover's card coming out underneath to me represents this some kind of awareness in the psyche that a choice needs to be made with whether or not The divine counterparts are going to reunite. For some of you, it's union for the first time, and for others of you, it's reunion. But that's a choice. It's a choice card. King of Cups in the future. Just flipped out. 9 of Wands. Not giving up. It's certainly going to feel like it has been a long slog for this masculine. Took a long time getting there. It's a card of perseverance and not giving up, even though they don't know how much further they can go. They continue on. They'll be focused on sustained effort, attention, energy, on creative solutions to the problem. That's what they're not giving up on. We're going to work on this. So that is a put your head down and do the work kind of a card. But coming from love, here is that Taurus energy of the Hierophant underneath. It is about commitment. There's spiritual evolution here for this masculine in the future. This can be a card of a spiritual awakening, but it's also about being true to yourself. All right. So for some of you, that's a religious thing, but for others of you, it's more spiritual. And it's about those shifting beliefs as we grow and mature and we open our minds to more possibilities. But it's all centered on the energy of commitment, what we stand for, what we commit to, the ideals we commit to, the morals, the values, right? The commitments we have out there in our everyday world. What do they mean to us, and how important is it that we're people of our word? So it's all wrapped up in this card of the Hierophant. But it feels like this masculine coming into their own, not giving up, really wanting to work on the connection. For the feminine, and I know it's this connection because I have the mirrored energy of the Ace of Cups. Okay. Ace of Cups for this feminine, crazy, beautiful energy to step into a reading with. If the masculine is the Libra, feminine could be a water sign here, because I'm seeing the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups could be. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio doesn't have to be. So yeah, coming to a crossroads here. The Two of Swords, really beautiful energy. It is crossroads, and it is about a decision, but it's really lovely because it's about going inward and kind of quieting all the noise, quieting all this chaos and conflict, and going within to seek the clarity, the truth about the decision you have to make, the meaning and the purpose behind it, and then how to proceed. So it's a very inward facing, kind of Zen, kind of meditative, reflective, but to some degree, this feminine knows the clarity isn't out there, it's within. The decision that has to be made. You're both in this energy of choice and decision making, so that's very interesting. Temperance. I love that coming out on the Two of Swords because it suggests that the feminine has the wisdom to know what the patience will can potentially bring about. This is a card of transmutation. So it's alchemy. The Temperance card, the angels got the two chalices. In the oldie-timey days, the alchemists would take a base metal like lead and transmute it, right, into gold, or some base liquid into liquid silver. You see what I'm saying? There's transmutation powers to the Temperance card, Sagittarian energy in that card, but it's about patience and self-control and restraint and not overestimating the timing of things. Really lovely, and I say that because it's ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter also rules the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, there's what we're waiting on here, a message of love or apology. If an apology is warranted, I only say that because I do see the Ten of Swords and I see some conflict over here that the masculine is still dealing with. But I think the feminine was kind of like annihilated. That's why that reading, you broke the chains, you know, and done with a karmic situation. I feel that karmic is another person. That karmic energy of the devil is not one of you. I will, never mind. You know, I was going to start talking, and then the High Priestess pops out, and the High Priestess is kind of like, yeah, you know. So there was some kind of intuitive hit, some sort of inner knowing that this cycle was coming to an end. It may have kind of snuck up on you. Sometimes I feel that, but in your infinite wisdom and your connection to your higher self, and on some level, you knew. There's your intuition. Wow. So that death card coming out here feels a little bit like I'm seeing dark night of the soul, and kind of flying completely blind. The High Priestess, it's about what's hidden. You know, it can be secrecy, sure, it can be hidden feeling, sure, but it's about the things we can't see with our eyes, we can't hear with our ears. It's everything that goes on behind the scenes that we just kind of tap into an awareness of somehow. And sometimes, dear feminine, if you're here as the feminine, when we're really going through it, that's when our intuition is on point and at peak levels. So I'm really feeling the power of this from the past. It could be, for some of you, it could have been last week. For some of you, it could have been a long time ago. The tempo of the readings has been pretty consistent for the past 2 months or so. So I'm feeling as if it's been within that time frame. Here's your focus right now. Your present experience is nostalgia. The Six of Cups, that past life soulmate, could be somebody you've known for a long time, possibly since childhood, depending on your age. You know, it could be somebody that you've known since your college age or whatever, depending on, like, I'm 60, so close to 60. So somebody I met in my 30s could be that Six of Cups nostalgia of my youth. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. Damn, girl, you old. Feminine. All the fondness and the love of the feminine for the masculine. We now have the divine feminine and the divine masculine showing up in the readings. You're both on each other's minds with all this beautiful energy of the Ace of Cups. This... It's the love of a lifetime. Yes, and kind of thinking about how you can co-create this connection and take it to the next level. The Three of Pentacles is you, your divine counterpart in spirit, and this co-creative energy, but it's like you've got to do it in 3D. That's what the Pentacles part of it is, but it's about taking this connection from something ordinary and basic and everyday to something extraordinary. And I'm feeling that this feminine has really kind of come through this a changed person, and the masculine in the future is exploring their own beliefs and on a spiritual level, and really focusing and pushing forward and not giving up, even though it's difficult and burdensome. Really powerful. And yes, I will take on the bottom, working with who? King of Cups. So I've got my players right. The King of Cups, again, can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. In the absence of that, this is someone who's completely in love. That's what I'm picking up. And that the feminine is in love with. The King of Cups is this divine masculine. Okay. Knight of Wands. They're coming back. Lots of passion. And it will be a celebration. Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So again, right? The timing thing here. If you're feeling me feminine, that's why. Like, you might be at a crossroads. What do I do about this connection? Do I keep moving forward? Do I let it go? What do I do? Temperance says, right? Exercise self-control and restraint. Everything will come through in divine time. And here it is. The celebration. This is wish fulfillment and emotional contentment and feeling really self-satisfied. All in divine time. I love it. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to the extended. If this is speaking to you, Libra, what I'm going to do in the extended is just take all this energy and do a deep dive. So I want to look at what you need to focus on right now, what might be the block or challenge or a dynamic between you around that issue, and then what you can do about that block, that challenge, or the dynamic, or what you can expect to come of it. So we'll, depending on what cards come out, we'll look at what the masculine energy is trying to say to the feminine, what the divine feminine is trying to say to the divine masculine. That's all kind of messages, and I'm just your channel. I'm just the messenger. And then one card for you, Libra, from your higher self, spirit, or the universe. We'll see what advice your spiritual team has to offer for all of this. And then the last card out is what you can expect going forward in this connection and what might come on your path. So the link to the extended is below in the description box, right below the video in the first or second line. It should be clickable for most of you. That's where I'll see you in a few seconds. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in a future reading, Libra. Love you so, so much. Thanks for all your support. Bye.